Hello guys, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you doing, my people? Hope everyone is fine. The kadama's story still continues, and last time I ended while telling you about what you should do, which advice do you have to take from people, most especially those WhatsApp groups. It's okay, you join WhatsApp groups for fun and for killing your stress, but you don't need to take their advice, because everyone comes out and say whatever she feels like to say, but you just have to enjoy and leave them there. So as I told you, on the way the lady asked me about everything. I answered her, and we had fasted, so we went to her mother's place. She bought some things for breaking the fast, and I was like, no, I cannot eat this food. Maybe she put some poison in it. So what I did, we had birds at our home. When we went back home, I broke the food in two pieces, small pieces. I mixed with the food of the birds. I mixed and I gave them. So I was like, let me see, to be sure if the lady is okay. She cannot do any harm to me. And I waited for the whole day. The birds were okay. So I was like, okay, maybe she's good. She cannot do anything bad to me. She cannot kill me, just like the ladies had told me that I should move out of her house just because she'll kill me. So I was sure she cannot do anything bad to me because she was good hearted. And she understood with time that I cannot do anything with her husband. She understood that I was also good hearted, not because that I'm black, even my heart is black. So she trusted me slowly by slowly with her kid, because she used to take me to her mother's place. Just because she doesn't she you cannot trust anyone you've just seen. So we used to go in the morning while she's going to work. She would take us to her mother's place with her kid so that they can watch me with her kid. So by slowly, she trusted me that I cannot do anything bad to her kid and I cannot do anything nasty with her husband. Then she started leaving us at home. I was like, oh my god, this is so cool, because it was hard for me. Like, she come back from work, so I started like, it was a bit easy. Like, you work from morning and finish your work like slowly on your pace. But she used to take me to her mother's place like very early in the morning at 8. We would be leaving the house. So we'd be there like till 4. And she may even come back and say that I want to take some rest. So she would sleep like till 6. And you have to come back, you have to iron, you have to wash, you have to cook, you have to clean the house, everything. So I was like, if so I started staying at home. She would leave us at home. She comes back, she finds us at home. Everything was okay. Then I made a year. It was not easy, but that's life. We have to hustle because we come when we know that there is a lot of work. So it was much for me, but I had to bear it and finish my contract. I finished 1 year, and she increased my salary, by the way. She increased my salary. She told me she doesn't want me to leave because she trusts me with her kid. And you know what? We had got another baby. So now I had two babies. Oh, we stayed at home for 3 months. As you know, they give them like 3 months maternity leave. So she went back to work. She did not even take me back to her mother's place just because of the kids, because I can handle them. Like, it was not easy for me to have two kids. One is 1 year and another one is just months. I was like a mother of twins. I could not sleep. I could not use the washroom. Oh my God, that story is interesting. By the way, I hated that life when I was in it, but when I left them, I started missing them. I miss them so much. Like when I sit down there and I start feeling their voices, they are calling me, they are fighting, they are crying. I miss them. The kids, I mean, not the not the madam. Even the madam was okay. She was very fine with me. But the kids, seriously, I do miss them because they know me. Like I raised them from zero to till 2 years. One was 2 years, another one was 1 year. Then I left because I had finished my contract. So I had to go. I was tired of working. I wanted to go to my home. So I had to go. But I miss them even till now. I miss them so much because they were kids. We have to love kids because they are innocent souls. So she got another baby. We stayed home. I raised the kids, like I took very good care of them. They were looking fine, healthy. So she was like, no, dear, you don't have to go. You know that kids wants you. How would they get used to another person? But also, me, I had to go back to my country. I wanted to take some rest. I was not feeling well because the work was too much. I'm telling you. I had two kids. I had to cook. I had to clean. I had to iron. I had to do everything plus the kids because the lady was working. And you can even understand. She was working. When she comes back, she want to take some rest. So you cannot take rest when your boss also want to take rest. It was not easy. I felt like it's in my neck. I was like, oh my God, I cannot take this anymore. Let me end it here. It's not because I hated the family or what, but the work was too much for me. I decided to quit. So I went. She said, no, you don't have to go. I'll raise your salary because she had raised, of course. She was good. She raised my salary even after 1 year, after 2 years, she said, I'll keep raising because I know the work is too much for you. And I'll even get another person. But I was like, being in the house, you're like, to me, being in the house to me is like being in, I don't know how I can relate it. I don't know what I can relate it to, but the easiest thing is like being in prison. I don't know. I felt like I don't know how to explain it, but I don't want. I worked there, but I don't want to go back there because it is not easy, my dear. But you just have to be strong and you get experience, you get used of being with these people because even if you go out, when you worked in the house, you know how these people behave, it will be easy for you. But it was, I don't know. I've cut the story short so that we can proceed with more videos, but just know that life was beautiful and not easy. Can you imagine being in a beautiful life, but when it is not easy? I love you guys. Please keep hustling. Don't